Let's see. So, Facebook. Oh, it wants me to rotate the thing on. Okay, so we'll do that. So we're gonna have to go fancy on YouTube. We got to go the long way on YouTube, and maybe have to go the long way on Periscope. I mean on. Oh, that light is terrible. Maybe have to go the long way. Oh, we have long way all over. So we, not the horizontal. We got the vertical. You want to leave the site? Yes. Okay. Let's see if we're anybody's. If I could see any of this stuff yet to make sure I'm there. I want to make sure I'm there because if I'm not there, then nobody will care. I don't think anybody cares anyway. Okay, well, okay, that looks like June. You're there. There's a broken link. What's a broken link? Is it? Oh, I see. One stop. No wonder. Okay, see if I get that. Edit post. Is going to let me edit while I'm on. Maybe, yeah, okay. Oh, not damn. Now it won't let me edit. Why won't it let me edit? It says I'm going to edit, but okay. I'm going to put it down in the. I am just so dangerous and so sloppy with details. It's amazing. I'm able to make a living at all. Okay, so it's letsgo.com. One stop. Okay, Facebook people. It says I could edit it, but I guess I have to wait the bloody things over before I could edit it. But it's one stop. It had one or one or one something, but it was short of stop. And that short of stop is maybe go. Okay, now let me make sure we have. Yes, no, 4 simple ways. Okay, he's live there. Let's make sure we get that one going. I'm there. Okay, yeah, that's the one. I belong. Okay. And I belong to Oblong. Okay, I got to sign in YouTube. Make sure I'm there. By the way, I was looking at something. I was helping a friend today get help for grandma, at home, because it's a lot of people, nobody wants to go to a nursing home and die there or whatever. And so family members are taking care of each other, kind of thing. And so, to keep grandma at home, and that's sort of nice. And so, but now what I want to make sure you guys know about, you can get paid for taking care of grandma at home. So many people, and it's mostly women in our society. They take care of everything, they're doing all the heavy lifting for keeping families alive and keeping people alive and taking care of people and everything. And us guys, I don't know, we sort of dropped the ball on a lot of that. Oh, I know what I got to do here. So now there's a way for you to get paid taking care of grandma. You usually do it for free, or maybe you have someone sick in your house or whatever, and you have to take off work to be able to take care of them now. Well, actually, the government will pay you to do that. Okay, so there's a program, and one of the things is called Care Network. It's usually run through nonprofit organizations, and because they figure out all the things so you can get paid for taking care of someone who's ill in your house. And so it depends all over, but the way you do it is Elder Care Hotline is the way to call it, is the way to find out about it. Let me get up. Okay, hey, how do you like that roller, huh? Okay, the Elder Care Hotline. The Elder Care Hotline is 800, 677 1116. Okay, Elder Care Hotline. Oh, I gotta change. Yeah, Facebook has it reversed, so we gotta fix that. Okay, so Elder Care Hotline, see that 800-677-11116, Elder Care Hotline, 800-677-1116. You have to start using people, guys. I really believe Google is great, but it's also great for getting you stuck. It's getting you not to solve problems. It's great for getting you to think you have to pay for everything in this world. And that's why you have to use phone numbers. Talk to people who know this stuff. It's like me. I've been studying this for 40, 50 years. And I can tell you off the top of my head the best free places almost for anything. So everybody's like that who knows their stuff. People who don't know their stuff, are only going to know, what is available that they've seen in Google. And in Google, it's just going to show you things that cost money because Google gets paid that way. And that's what it's all about. Google is just about getting paid, and they're a gazillion-dollar company, and so they get money from people advertising. That's how they make all their money, okay? And so if people don't advertise, and people advertise have to get money from you in order to pay for the advertising. So you'll never see this unless you Google the Elder Care Hotline, see? And you don't know that that's available. And so you're never going to find it in Google unless you know exactly the questions to ask. That's why I wear these suits, because you have to know exactly the questions to ask. Oh, Naima, what do you do? You have kids to take care of. What are you watching? Mason, what are the grant applications? Actually, what I've done, I now have, and I think it's the best work I've done in 40 years of doing this work, where I collect all the grants that are available in a state. And so now I collect over 327 of them, for any state. And also, and it's more than grants, but I know I say grants because that's what's in your head. And so I'll tell you that. Getting them ready for bed. Okay, good. And it's a one single reference code. It's going to be like a free money encyclopedia for where you live. Because you can't find the stuff for where you live. That's the hardest thing to find. You can find some general stuff and it'll be for somebody else or whatever. So that's why you see the government really works locally. The money comes out locally. So what I do is collect it all. I do this research. Thanks. You look, damn. You look good. I missed what was that? Now you got my ear. You look like a goddamn dickhead, I guess is maybe, I don't know. No, that's okay. Well, he's watching anyway. I'm sure I look worse than that. So anyway, we don't know what to ask. So that's why I put it all in one thing. It's about 400 some pages. It's a downloadable ebook. And see what I'm doing it for the whole country. And I'm finished 17 states, so you can download it right now. You can download it right now. I have this, within Latoya, how are you doing? You can download this thing right now. I know it's frustrating looking and getting nowhere. Yes, it is. And that's why I'm trying to save all that. I think most of us are wasting our time going around in circles and circles, Google circles, I call them. And also it's Google haystack. And I think that what you get is a Google haystack. What are you going to do with 1 million websites, 10 million, 100 million? Like you put in debt, you really get 270 million websites. 270 million websites. So just think if you went to a library looking for an answer to something, and the one section in the library had 270 million books. A bookstore had like 30,000 books. That's what they had. So now you have 270 million just on one subject, like debt. And that's it. So now what I've done is show you the 327 real places. These are real things, like this. Calling this number is going to save you a whole lot of money taking care of any senior position and anybody elderly in your house. Whether it's to get the roof fixed, to get a walk, what do you call a ramp, in their sidewalk, so they could get in and out of the house easy and stuff like that, or care or health insurance. What they also do is they pay for, we have in every state someone who gets a grant to help you figure out your health insurance if you're a senior. It's very complicated. I'm a senior. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I study this stuff every day. So I know it, and I still don't know. So, and see, the natural thing is, like if you want to buy health insurance or something, particularly as a senior or anybody, you go on the internet and look for things. Okay, now you're going to look for things, for health insurance. And what are you going to get? You're going to get people who are going to find you because they know you're looking for health insurance. Hey, Sandra here from Michigan. Sandra, whereabouts in Michigan? The meeting I told you about a week ago, well, it went better than I thought. Oh, well, that's nice. Was that SBDC meeting, Sandra? What was that? Because, all these things, anything you do is, you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of idiots in the world, and, we misunderstand things. I mean, I live with this wonderful woman that we've been living together for 35 years or more, and still miscommunicate. Imagine if it's a different language. God, no matter. Funny there's not more wars. Sandra, the congressman meeting. Cool. And what was the issue, Sandra? So I guess you said, because that's what I said, go to your congressman. That's another place you go. You just ask. So I guess you asked them for what, Sandra? We could share this and help people, get over the fear of calling your congressman. Oh my God, look, they're just idiots, right? They're nobody to fear. They don't know what the hell they're doing either, just like us. They just know some jargon that we don't. And that's not at all. There's firefighter from Chicago here. And you are the man. Yes. Well, thank you for saying that. But no, the stuff, to me, the country's the man. Information about my idea. Oh, wow. So you had an idea? And so congressman about what to do. I guess it's a business idea or whatever she wants to do. And actually, if it makes sense to you, my talk thing. I mean, I'm good with that kind of stuff. Go look at the reviews at letsgo.com/talk. And look at my reviews there. And talk, T-A-L-K. Talk is small letters. So if you letsgo.com/talk, and it's small letters for talk, and you'll see the reviews. I mean, in 15 minutes or so, I'm able to cut through a lot of stuff, and mainly, if you don't have a lot of money, to show you alternative ways to do things in life. That's what I'm really good at. If you want to do, how do I get a thing from the bank? There's enough people telling you that. I want to show you how to live if you can't get money from the bank. You're not in that income category. Because a bank gives money to people who don't need it. That's what banking is all about, for people who don't need money. And so, after the top 1%, the rest of us are in that other category. So where do we get money? So that's what I've been studying for 40 years. And also, what I feel that I'm really enjoy doing, let's go LESKO, not G-O, LESKO.com, and talk is small letters. I have capital, but it's small letters for that. So LESKO, and then talk. But it's amazing because there's so many. I guess only because I've been studying this for so long. You do something long. Yes, you got it. By Jove, he's got it. Isn't that neat? That he's got it. Actually, I see Periscope is flipping. Like an old television set. I don't know why that's doing that, but it is. I walk out with 4 information from him. 4 information? You mean like sources, Sandra, or what? Latoya, I'm in Maryland looking for grants for philanthropy and dialysis tech classes while I'm on the wait list for nursing school. Okay, Latoya, what I would do is first, you're in Maryland, we'll go to the Career One Stop, and make an appointment. You can make an appointment to see those people. Said to go to your local workforce. Yes, that's the same one. Latoya. Workforce Development, Career One Stop, same person. Make an appointment to see that, see if you get that done, because I think that's a good idea, because I think it's only a couple months of training or 6 months. That you're the person to put needles in people's arms and stuff like that. So for a short training course, then it's a good skill to have. See, and there's a lot of skills like that, and I would never go to a private source for that. Never go to a for-profit school or anything like that. You want to go to your community college. That's where you get the best deal. And also contact your community college, for that, because they may know of hospitals that give them money. No more commercials. No, commercials don't work. Don't make money that way anymore. Got to find out a new way. And I'm struggling doing it. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So go to the community college and ask them and ask about, okay, you want to take that course, but you want to know how to get it funded. Okay, and that's what we want to do, because like I have I have a scholarship at a community college here called I Don't Need My Government Money Scholarship. Did you know anything on, but I told him about you and how I knew about you. He did not know anything on it. Yeah, well, maybe they'll look. See, they have resources, so maybe they'll dig out. I have them call me, the office, if they want to know. That's what's happened. I go on a talk show and I talk about something, when I was doing a lot of national TV, and then they'd say, I say, go to their congressman to do it. And the congressman didn't know, and they called me, so I had to tell them where to go. What will the government give me if I'm caring for a disabled parent? Yeah, okay. Call Elder Care Hotline, 800 677. It's an hourly rate. I mean, it's not big. I mean, like $10, $15 an hour to take care, as a caregiver. So you're a paid caregiver instead of being a caregiver unpaid. And that's what families are. So now see if you qualify for that. And if you don't know, then, if they don't know, then again, I'm sure the congressman would be able to do that, because they handle that a lot of time. That's a more common one. So I would go to the congressman's office too to find out about that. But okay, back to my one-stop grants, the 327 one. I've now done 17 states that are all completed. So all you have to do is, of course, buy it. It's $79, but I'm still doing it at $59, and you download it right away. And it's, like I say, there's over 100 videos, explanation videos on it. Thanks for your advice, Aura. I've been thinking about what you said. How do you want to be remembered? You made an impact on me. Well, that's nice to hear. I want to do something good for others in my life. I think that's what we're all here for. What the hell else are we going to mean? We all try to build a resume or something in our life, and we should be building a eulogy. So that when you're gone, they said you did something for folks, or you made life a little better somehow. And you can do that in such a small way. There's some people that are in my life that are not big superstars or anything, but just they help people around them so much, so often, and in such a pleasant way. I think they're the real heroes in life. Those that are not talked about and don't have a big ego like me, and enjoy the camera or whatever, and are helping people. And that's making someone say, wow, your house is fancy. Well, not really. That's a picture of me drawn by a nice young man who used to live down the street. He was like 16, 17 years old when he said that. And he caught the demon in me, It really looks like a character from Batman or something. Okay, here's the states that you could download right away. And if I don't give you your state, then still you could order the general one for any state, and I do that next, and so you'll be the first one to get it. Okay, I got California, I got Florida, I got Georgia, I got Idaho. Idaho I have, right? Okay, I got Maryland, I got Massachusetts, I got Minnesota, I got Mississippi, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York City, and New York State. I did one for each because a lot of the help in New York City is different than the help in the rest of the state. So I did a different one. So be careful when you're going, you see New York, and you could sort all these reports by name, and the state name is first, and that makes it easier to see it. So New York State, New York City, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Washington State. Okay, so that's 17 states plus the city of New York. Every other state, there's no city, doesn't have to be. Could be the same. Okay, I need help for my business in North Carolina. Okay, actually the North Carolina report is, oh, Melissa, yes. Yay, Georgia. Melissa, right, you've been waiting for that, haven't you? Melissa, Neanna, Workforce Development Office also paid $8,000 to go to that training. They paid for my claims adjuster class, testing fees, and licensing fees. Naima, you didn't tell me that. Really? Oh, wait a minute. No, is that Lima? No, that's Melissa did that, right? Naima, so you're going to take the course? Was that you want to take the course? Why am I confused? Why am I confused? Who wants to take the course? No, that's Latoya, right? Yeah, that's Latoya. Oh, okay. So Melissa's talking to Naima, okay? And telling you, I don't know if Naima asked that, did you, Naima? Melissa took the course and got paid $8,000. See, this stuff works. This stuff works. It takes some effort, sure. But people who don't put in effort, maybe you may get lucky, you know. But you're not going to get anything if you don't put any effort in it. And that's what I try to see, because otherwise, you're going to go on Google and waste, 3, 4, 5 hours just going around in circles or whatever. And so that's why with this, I'm giving you 327, you click on and go. That's the place. He's probably bored. Who, me? I fight boredom every day of my life. This is why I work like this. I mean, dressed like this or whatever. It sort of helps with boredom, man. I'm never bored like it. People treat me nice. I don't know why they don't realize it's just an idiot. I feel as if this is wasting my time too. Well, hey, it's free country. You don't have to stay here. That's okay. But anyway, the 800 number, be sure you start talking to people. Like the congressman, you're finding out something there when my son got $9 an hour to work for me. Yeah, okay, that's it. My son got $9 an hour to work for me through Department of Health and Human Services, only for 2 hours a day, so he could get $213 a month. Wow, see? So it works. See, there's another one. So that was your state. What state are you in, Sandra? And I remember you from the early 80s. Yeah, on Johnny Carson. Actually, I was never on Carson. I was on Leno. And a whole bunch of every talk show you can imagine. I was on everything. That's how you sold book. And someone recap. You could watch the whole video, after we finish and get there. Michigan. Wow, so you're using that program. And so that's when the Department of Health and Human Services, is that, that's where the program is, but I don't know where it is locally to do that. So that's why, here's a website for this company. It's called Consumer Direct. So this is actually Consumer Direct DC. This is one of the organizations that takes care of the paperwork of getting you paid by the government and stuff like that to help somebody with a disability or senior, stuff like that. So that's it. Oh, hi, Fletcher. And that's pretty cool. So that's consumerdirect.com. That's .com. They're making money by giving you government, applying for the government money for you. Your books in the 80s, 80s, 90s, and I quit books about 10 years ago or so. Now I got to figure this stuff out. So instead of traveling, being on talk shows, I'm on my own talk show every night. But it's really education. I used to be a professor. I'm thinking of my father that passed away a while ago and was listening to you. He always wanted to help others. Makes me sentimental. We must help each other. That's right. So important. You are a nice man. Well, thank you so much for saying that. It's just, we're all nice. It's just that life beats us up and we think we have to be, miserable miserable back to it. Did you enjoy traveling the nation? Yes, all the time. You know, I still travel when I can. You know, one of the first things I did with my kid, I only had my first son, he was 1 or 2 years old. We got a thing called Infovan, and we went to like 15 cities with Infovan, sat in the town square and handed out free stuff you get from the government. It was great fun. It's always, I just enjoy people. What did you enjoy traveling this? Yeah, and it's fun. Yes, there's one in Big Rapids, Michigan. Big Rapids, is that the same as Grand Rapids? There's a Big Rapids and a Grand Rapids in Michigan. That's very interesting, isn't it? You have a big one and a grand one. Yeah. Well, that is, so you guys see the tax cut. Now you're going to see, you know, I told you about, so you could apply now for 2018 budget. You know, that's why I told you about the report, 17 cities. So that's letsgo.com, and then it's /one-stop. Okay, and one stop is all small letters. It's not capitals. There's no capital letter in one stop. And you could go there and download, or wait 2 weeks if your state isn't there, and fill out the form so I could do it for you. And start now applying for 2018 money because they already have it. The government already is starting to spend for 2018. So that's when their budget starts in November 1. You know, and that's what happens. So they're working on a 2018 budget already. Did not see it. Okay, sorry. So what you want to do, is some programs. The programs are all different. Some government programs are, they have to keep giving out money as more people apply. More people apply, they're going to give out more money. Other programs have a limit. Only certain amount of money they're giving out every year, and then you have to wait the next year. Other programs will have only one time a year can you even apply for it. So every program is different. So that's why in the beginning of the year is always a good time to apply, and also at the end of the year. So it's sort of like September, October, also great months to apply because that's when they have to get rid of all their money before the year's end. Because a good bureaucrat makes quota and gets rid of all their money. Because otherwise they may not get as much next year if they say, I couldn't give it all away, I'm sorry. And so you got to help these bureaucrats out. You know. And another thing, remember that we're going to be talking about the budget in Washington. I'm in Washington, so I say we in Washington. And really I won't be talking about it. But, you know, other government, you're going to see, I mean, they just passed the tax bill, it looks like going to be. And what's happening is that in the tax bill, we're going to go into an extra $1.5 trillion in debt to give tax money mostly to rich people. And so we're going to have a bigger debt because of this tax money that they're giving out. So now they'll want to cut the budget more. And really, it's a ploy, I assume, you know, from the people who hate anything to do with government. So they're going to want to cut things out because we're going to be in debt. Of course we're in debt because we gave all the money away in the tax thing. But you're going to see headlines about, oh, we're in debt, and everybody's going to be crying and everything. And if very few things will happen. They'll squeeze around the edges somewhere, whatever. My main point is not to pay attention to it unless you're thinking long term. If you're counting on a program for the next 20 years or 10 years or 5 years, then yes, that's going to affect you if you're looking for money. If you want to get something going today, solve a problem this year, next year, or whatever, the year after, don't worry about it. That's not going to change. You know. And you just go along with your life and do it. But that's why there's all, you know, everybody gets scared. Everybody gets, you know, fake news, or they're just hyperbole. You know, and I'm you know. I cause that too, you know, being hyperbole. You know, you take a little bit of fact and make it sound like it's forever, and really the answer is usually somewhere in the middle. You know, but that's no fun being in the middle, is it? Carmen, your questions. What's the question? Uh, well, that's the great. Let's go. Glad to see you're still alive and well. Love the commercials. Back in the day, yes. It's nice to have been. I've done all those things, but man, I'm doing a lot more things that are, I think, even more interesting now. Fletcher means the fiscal year for 2008 began. Yes, November 1st. Yeah, that's when the fiscal year ends. So you start applying now, and that's why. And I'm biased, so don't trust me because I make money at this. Try to is really what it is. And so the one stop, is the one place I think that any resident, and that's why all you have to be is living in the state for most of these programs. Some you have to be actual citizens, but most of them you don't, because a lot of services that you get that you would pay somewhere else, you get for free. It doesn't matter. You get it. So you want to get legal help, you can save yourself $1,000 in legal fees and use the legal help. And they'll never ask you if you're a citizen or not. And applying for what? Well, there's 327 things that I have in this report, and it's everything for starting a business, paying your bills and expenses. I mean, all kinds of things, whether it's your heating bill or you need a roof on the house, or you're paying for training, education. Do you have a program for Michigan? Yes, but I don't think it's up yet. It will be soon. Do I have Michigan? Yeah, it will be very soon. If you order it now, then you'll be the first one to get it, and I'll just send it to you, and it'll be done within 2 weeks. So that's any state I don't have now. If you order it, I'll make sure it gets out within 2 weeks. What is the cost? It's normally $79, but I'm still doing it for $59 so I could get more orders, so I could do more stuff and be motivated to do it. So it's only $59. I mean, I used to charge $10,000 for stuff like this at least. Fortune 500 companies. I just don't want to be that kind of guy anymore. Trying to make as much money. I want to see how I could do these things for as little money as possible, so I could get this out to as many people as possible, so they could take care of the stuff that really benefits in our society that we all pay for, we all have a right to, no matter who you are, no matter how rich or because millionaires all apply for this stuff. Why do you think Trump is a gazillionaire? Because he's using these government programs. And that's why, to me, I want to make sure that everyone knows about them. Because I mean, see, I used to work for guys like Trump, and they'd pay me $10,000 to find this, because they'll make millions. And that's why I got bored about it, helping millionaires become billionaires. And that's not fun. It's I guess it's nice in some ways, but what was the cost? $59.95, Melissa. That's it. Do you have a program for Michigan? Okay, yeah. Soon, just order up and you'll get it in 2 weeks. If it's not there, I got 17 states there. California, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York City, New York State. Remember, New York City and New York State. North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Washington. And when you go to that page, you could order them. Is there a link? Yes. And when you go to that page, you could sort them by name. So if you sort them by name, they'll be in alphabetical order, because the name of the state is first. So it's letsgo.com/one stop, and that's all small letters, one stop, and it's there. So anybody have a question? Anybody question? Come on. What do you need help with? Come on. I don't know what I know until somebody asks me. Come on. And another thing, you may find interesting, over on Facebook, I have a tab on Facebook that's really cool. It's a place where I put, let's see, am I getting there? Oh, screwed up. It's a place where I put all the neat freebies that I find, when I'm researching and doing things like that. So it's a tab. If you go to my Facebook page and find My News, so Facebook page is Facebook Matthew Lesko, and then you go to My News, and you see on my front page there, I have all these kinds of neat freebies. Like I have one here, worthy.com. Now that's a place where you could get, take your jewelry. And it's really aimed at people who are divorced women. So they take their wedding rings and everything, and they go on here, and it's crowdfunding to sell your jewelry at the best price in the world, without having to go to some auctioneer or whatever. Or here's money to make money out of your backyard. That's right. People want backyards, yeah. Or if you have some extra line, it's Joe from Harrisburg. About time you got here, Joe. Where have you been? You're late. You're late. You're late. Yeah. So that's a neat little thing. Make money with your land. That's it. That's all about. Here, a cool way to get good business loan when your credit's bad, because they just give you a loan based on customers. You have customers and shitty credit, you get money. That's all they base it on. How do you get money from the U.S. for the program? For what program was that? How do you get the money from us for the program? Oh, Sandra, for me? Oh, on One Stop, you can use PayPal or credit card. That's what that is there. And then you get the invoice, and there's a link. If it's already done, there's a link there. You just click on and you download the thing. And it's a huge file. I have to shrink it 50 times. It goes through one shrinking process, then another shrinking process. So I said, how about weed for yards? Well, I think it's only legal in a few states now. So I don't know. The best search engine. Well, I mean, I still, probably because of habit, Google I think is the best search engine, but you have to know how to use it. And that's why if you download, here's a free download I have to teach you how to start searching yourself better. And this teaches you. So letsgo.com/5free, okay? So letsgo.com/5free. And that will teach you how to use Google so you don't spend money, okay? And that's the key. And alternatives, to that, and how not to spend money when you're looking for help. Will I be able to print off the downloads? Yes, print the whole thing. It's going to be 400 pieces of paper, so that's a ream of paper. So you can print it off, share it, whatever. I have copyright there, but it share this stuff. The important thing that people use this. I'm not going to chase anybody for copying anything. That's stupid. And actually, because I copy it from the government. What we do, in this world, I think is curation, they call it now. It's sort of like a museum. When you go into a museum, the curators decide what's best to put in the museum. So that's a skill, that's a talent, and things like that. And so that's what is needed more in the world. We need more curators for information. And that's what I do for grants, because you go to Google, you're going to get 100 million is easy if you put in like business grants or something like that. So I curate those 100 million websites and boil it down to 327, and that's all you have. So you don't have to mess around with all that. You know that everyone is there, is legitimate, and all they do is give money. None of them charge you for anything. But Google, man, you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to find those. And sure, they're there for free, and you don't need me. But so if you don't want to pay for me, that's fine. But what to do is download this. And so you start learning how to use Google, because you're going to have to do that to survive in our information age. If you don't learn this stuff, you're going to just wind up doing nothing, because it's going to be too expensive. Matthew, you really are just a wonderful. Oh, thank you. Can I receive a grant without being a non? Yes. You don't have to be a nonprofit organization. Very few of the grants are given to nonprofit organizations, and that because they're not even called grants. The free money is not even called grants. Naima, thank you so much. That's more than any amount of money you can give me. That's, and you don't need a grant writer. Everything I'm giving you, if 0.5% requires a grant writer, that'd be it. And you'll never run into it, believe me. And if you don't and it happens, well, there are a few, but don't worry about it. You figure that out if that happens. Don't figure it out ahead of time. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make, is thinking they need a grant writer. Brandy, can I get money not for a business? Yes, there's money for everything. You tell me something you need money for, And don't forget, see, what I'm also including here is how to use the internet, for making money, getting money, and things like that. Like Naima, I mean, she's, has 2 kids, and piecing together. I thought of you today, Naima. I'm reading a book called The Gig Economy, and they said, this guy had a quote. He said, his father had 1 job in his life. He had 6 jobs in his lifetime. His child has 6 jobs at one time. That's the kind of thing we're moving towards. Do you offer gift cards for a Christmas gift option? Oh, that's a nice idea. Put that in the, I'll get one for you. Teresa, yes, I'll do that. I did that at one time. I'll give you a special code that they could go on and put in a coupon code and get it. Is that good? Or do you want to order it and just send them the whole, link that send them the whole book themselves as a card, or you want them to go through and see whatever, because that would be, that's nice, good. Yeah, so email me, let's go at, well, actually, if you buy one, buy one, just buy the general one, the $59, put in the notes section that, yes, you put in the notes section, how you, buy the generic one, and put in the notes section, how do we do this? No, you have to pay for it ahead of time. Yeah, okay, so you buy a generic one, because then you don't get a download, and with that, I will give you a coupon that they could go in and buy anything for $59, any of the states I already have, or this custom one for the same price, and they could buy any one of those for free, and they'll be able to do that for free, because you bought one, that I won't send you one and give you a coupon instead for free. I'm sure in my website there must be a gift code somewhere. I haven't used one yet, so I'm not sure how to, but I will get it. So buy something for buy one of those for $59, and we'll do that. Even if I have to give you 2, what the hell? Okay, Sandra. My Congress said that when they fly the flag over the Capitol, and they will send it to you with a card to you for anything. Yes, that's right. And I think I told you about that one time, gifts, from the Capitol. One is, your congressman flies a flag over the Capitol like in honor of your mother or your father or anybody like that. It's a wonderful, one-of-a-kind gift that is great to give. How can you get a grant for legal fees? Well, what do the legal fees involve? Because you could probably get, and there is a website to raise money, a crowdfunding site for legal help, to get your legal help for free, to raise money for that. And there's also free legal services. Now, another thing that, like I was talking last night again, don't forget that there's, if you're a victim of crime, and that includes sexual assault, that kind of crime, there's money, there's grants for victims of sexual assault crimes. So if somebody messed you over, so maybe you have a trauma, and you took some, I loved your commercials. Yeah, I did too. I made a lot of money out of those. No more. But it's fun to struggle and try to figure out what the world is doing, because nobody really knows. And that's why rich people, just all they have to figure out, get the money and go to the bank. That's sort of silly. You can't relate to the rest of the world because most people aren't living that way. So it's fun to try to struggle and figure out what the hell's going on in life and how to use it to the best ability. Legal help. Yeah, because there's a lot of, I mean, if you have a legal problem, there's a lot of free legal help to solve a lot of legal problems that you don't need. And I think it's better to use the government because they're more powerful than any lawyer you can put onto anybody. Any grants for boilers that's rusted. Yes, it depends on where you live, depends on income, it depends on a lot of things. But yes, I do that in my housing report. I show you that. If you want to start it yourself, then go to this. Okay, download that, and that will start teaching you how to research the internet and only find stuff that is for free. So that's what I'm trying to do, is teach everybody, how to use the internet and find only things for free. This is the one thing, it's a free book, or you could buy it for $9 on my website. I want to start a natural soap business. Did I talk to you before, Jenny? Yes. I think, Jasmine, did I talk to you before? Jasmine? No, I guess not. New York, Jasmine, New York. Yeah, I forget. I don't forget where it was, but somebody wanted to start a soap business. And now, yes, I mean, there's just so many ways to do it. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, here, and what you have to do is start trying things, and when that doesn't work, you have to try another thing. The one thing you do, no, not yet, okay. If you go to letsgo.com tutor, I have a report there. I think it's for only $19, but it shows you letsgo.com. I've a report there. I have 2 reports there. I download right away. They show you the best places to start getting help for any business idea, okay? And it's really a handful of places, but primarily it takes you step by step, what to do, who to call, all this kind of stuff. It shows you video interviews that I've done of the people who run these things. I'm a member of your website, but it's so hard to figure it out. Yes, I know it is. I'll give you, oh, okay, Jasmine, send me an email. I'll send you this for free. You're a member, okay? I'll send you that for free. Okay, and the rest of you that aren't members, and that's it. She's a member of letsgo.com. Now that's a monthly service, like $19.95 a month, and you get a lot of these books for free, not the big ones, but like the $20 and less. And so there's, and also the what do you call it? The courses that I have on Udemy. That I send you free coupons for those too. But let me send you this, Jasmine. Okay, well, let's go to tutor. So those of you who aren't member, do this, and you can download it there. I'm interested in doing a business in Morocco. Reba, any ideas? Well, I guess it depends on the business. I mean, you're importing, exporting. What I would do, we have country experts all over the government. And if you're doing business in Morocco, what I would do is contact, what's that 800 number? There's an 800 number for, maybe I could pull this up. Maybe, baby. Can I? You want to find the country desk officer at the Department of Commerce for Morocco. We have people all over the government. We have people in the State Department, import, export for sure. Oh, that's what it, okay, well, this is where you want to go. You want to go to the country desk officer and find the one from Morocco. And I would even come to Washington and talk to this sucker, because he's going to have contacts, he's going to have everything, to help you do that. Then also what you want to do is, your state has a foreign trade division. Are there any grants to pay for 501c3 to start a school? Yes. Now your state has a department in the state capital has an office that wants you to do business in Morocco, and they will help you. There's even you can get $5,000 to go over there and look for customers. That's a grant money to go over to Morocco. So they have that, and that's for small business. What's the best place to get an app for mining crypto. I'm not sure. I give you places to look, but I don't know offhand. Okay, let me get that 800 number for. So, okay, you're looking for Morocco to do business. Okay, like I say, the Commerce Department, the country desk officer. You want to go to your state capital, call the governor's office, and say you're looking to import-export help for, because you have a business in that state, and they're all set up to help you. Okay, here's the government number to find the country desk officer. Okay, this is, you call this number. Where do you find all the energy? Actually, the Department of Energy has a surplus energy thing. They give, how they have surplus property all over the government. Well, the Department of Energy has surplus energy, and that's where I go. Department of Energy and look for because I love what I do, and that's the easy thing. How do I buy a gift card for Christmas? What do you want to buy? Buy it, and I'll send you a gift card so somebody else can buy it for free. How's that? Because I don't know how to do gift cards. Okay. and that's so this is. But now, more importantly, is your state. Your state has an import-export office. So if you just call your governor's office, tell them you look for the import-export office, and they're really all set up for that. I mean, that's what they'll tell you about the $5,000 grant for you to travel there, because every state has that, whether they know it or not. Sometimes they don't, and that's why in my report, see, I have a report that I do, and it's $79. I show you every source of money for business in your state. So the same thing I'm doing for like the consumer, I do for business. So all the stuff that's available, the grants, the loans, the free services, the help selling overseas, the legal help for business. Are there any grants to pay for a 501c3 nonprofit in Texas to start or build a school? Yes, it's going to take work. Now, where would I start? Actually, I would start with your congressman, because there, if it's a school, you're going to, at least start with the community development block grant money, and that's at your county level, if you want to build a school. So also there is an association of nonprofits in Texas, because if you're going to be a nonprofit, I would touch base with them for that. I would also go to the Business Development Center, because they help nonprofits start too. So there's 100 places to start. You just have to start somewhere, and if you're looking around in Google, don't stop. Pick one place, go make an appointment, and talk to somebody belly to belly. If it's the Business Development Center, if it's your congressman or whatever, to just start getting an overview from some person. Not you can't learn stuff. You just learn confusion. If you stay on the internet and you don't know what the hell's doing, particularly until you know something. Once you get to know it, then it's different. Okay, I live in Fulton County, Georgia. Yes, Fletcher. I have Georgia ready now if you want that. The one stop for Georgia, I finished that, so it's downloadable. You don't have to wait for me. So here, if you go there and you sort all those reports there in alphabetical order, and Georgia will be, right in alphabetical order. It'll be right after Florida and before Idaho, because I got 17 of them there, and Georgia's in that mix, and that's right there. So I gave you that 800 number. Now this is a good 800 number. You're looking for stuff. Yes, I do have New Mexico. Yes, we have New Mexico. New Mexico. We have New Mexico. I tell you, we have New Mexico. And that's good. The Riddler. Yeah, okay, you haven't been here before. Yeah. But this 800 number, 1-800-USA-GOV-1. 1-800-USA-GOV-1. And they'll tell you stuff about the government. Anything. You ask them any question about the government. They're paid to do that. And like anything, like me, I may or may not know. I don't know. But their business is to know. But everyone doesn't know everything, right? So that's why whenever you use a source, whether it's me, whether it's 800 number, whether it's Business Development Center, you know, it's a crapshoot. You have no idea what you're going to get. Maybe help, maybe not. Doesn't matter. And tell you the truth, more times, yes, 844. You're right. Yeah, it's weird, huh? And they're running out of all kind of 800 numbers, so 844. And it is why. Did somebody try it and not work? I mean, maybe I screwed up. I screw up a lot. 844. Maybe it's 884. Huh? Somebody call that. See what you get. Oh, all my phones are online are streaming. I got 4 online. So 81. Got 55 minutes, guys. I've been staying up till 1 o'clock almost every day this week. I'm an old guy. I should get my rest. I want to go out. I'm running faster than ever. Wow. I love your black and yellow question mark. Yeah. Oh, I know. I love it too. I have a Mini Cooper black and yellow. See? This is, I got these in Vietnam online. I just sent them measurements and they're real cheap. Whatever. Actually, I got a new way of doing it. It is Spoon Flower, if you know that. They do fabric for you by the yard. Are you the Riddler? No. But I am stupid, I guess. So listen, guys, I'm going to take off. And I mean, I enjoy doing this because I feel kind of, at least hopefully, you know, in spending an hour like this, I've nothing better to do because someone, I probably gave a number 2 that could help them for tomorrow. Bro, you're a legend. Well, that's nice. I don't feel that way. I just feel I'm struggling like everybody. We all struggle. That's why if we all just struggle together, I mean, wouldn't that be a lot more comfortable instead of, oh, I'm smarter than you and I know this shit, you know? And that's what I think stops us from succeeding, because if someone says they know the answer to everything and it doesn't work for you, then you feel like an idiot, you know? Oh, how come he did? They don't really know the answer. Nobody knows. And nobody knows the answer for somebody else. We have to struggle ourselves. And what we need is help struggling. Night, Jasmine. You bet. Lots of thank you, Jen. Now listen, so the gift, yeah. So maybe that's it. Okay. Mention the gift. You buy one, get one free. How's that? Okay. Or somewhere. 411 is a good number. Just checked it. Great, thank you. I mean, 844 is a good number. Well, thanks for doing the hard work. Somebody has to do it, right? Thank you, Richard. That's great. Yes, it would be nice. Okay, great. Okay, thank you, guys. Take care. Good night.